and you're not codependent on people who are making those decisions for you because you don't understand how it works and how it benefits your organization as a business leader. You also, this word has been thrown away so many times, emotionally intelligent. You need to be grounded in empathy, clarity, and connection, building that trust and culture in automated world. Okay, that's very important to stay human. And you have to be ethically visionary. You need to be capable of making bold decisions that serve both innovation and integrity. This is not just about upgrading your systems like any other upload or download. It's about elevating your leadership as a business leader. Leading with intelligence is for executives, for founders, for educators, for strategists, and change agents who are ready to embrace AI without losing their human touch. Scale with systems while staying rooted in your values, whatever your value systems are. I want to inspire your team while transforming business models. Today, you're going to learn how to navigate AI with confidence and not fear, making decisions that actually align with ethics and growth. It's very important. Three is lead change with clarity, courage, and strategy. And then the last one is position your business and your leadership for long term relevance. That's a keyword, right? Because in the age of machine intelligence, human centered, conscious leadership is literally the true differentiator for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and change. This is the AI integration that I am talking about. And really, when we're talking about strategic leadership, okay, there's a lot of things that we could talk about, but literally in terms of integrating AI in your strategy as a leader, you're gonna probably think, okay, well, how do we make sure that our leadership stays human first? Let me ask you this question. What if I told you your job, your company, or your industry could be irrelevant in 5 years without AI? Are you gonna laugh? Are you gonna take it seriously? Or are you gonna like, it's a fad? Did the internet go away when everyone was resisting? Nope. It's still a tool, but it's still here and it's still relevant. And if you're not using internet in your organization, you probably don't exist as we speak right now, right? Notice that the buying habits and the buying trend of people is TikTok, Instagram, Sheen and Shemu together, right? Notice that. So you're going to probably wonder, well, okay, why does it matter? 90%, guys, 90%, it's so crazy. 90% of investors are demanding AI adoption. This is from Business Insider 2025. You know, if I say some statistics, I will get it from somewhere. AI is not just a tech, it's transforming leadership and strategic decision making. Okay. And you're probably wondering, okay, the power of AI for competitive advantage, what is it? Marketing automation, marketing data operations, how AI is automating and optimizing everything. Let's start with the obvious. AI is not coming, it's already here. And the smartest businesses aren't just using AI, they're scaling with it, right? Tools, for example, for marketing, I'm going to mention some tools. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. Jasper, Copy.ai, ChatGPT can literally generate email campaigns, blog posts, and ad copy in minutes. Claude as well, Gemini as well. Meta and Google Ads now recommend AI optimized headlines and creative combos in real time. Predictive analytics tools can personalize campaigns down to the individual user behavior. So, how about data analysis? Well, platforms like Tableau and Power BI literally integrate with AI to detect patterns and insights from raw data. AI scrubs, they analyze, they visualize data faster than any human could, unlocking that smarter decisions on pricing, the sales trends, and inventory, right? When it comes to operations, AI in logistics like Amazon and FedEx, literally they use that to predict delays, automates delivery routes, and manages supply chain disruptions. Chatbots and virtual assistants are now resolving up to 80% of customer queries without human input. This is from IBM this year, right? Let me give you a real world case study. Eat, Read, Love. This is a company, by the way. It's an online retailer specializing in metaphysical jewelry and lifestyle products, right? I think it's called HelloRep.ai. The challenge of the company was that they want to enhance their online sales by improving their product recommendations and customer engagement without increasing their staffing cost. And they implemented AI. So they integrated Rep AI, an AI powered sales assistant, into their Shopify store. This tool provided real time products, recommendations, and promotions directly within the shopping experience, right? And guess what? The results was 21% conversion rate. And then the flow, they actually generated $32,000 in sales, right? 32,000 in sales in a month during those AI generation. $30 increase in their AOV. They also observe, the average order AOV, average order value during the month with the AI integration. And the Rep AI has been crucial in streamlining their sales process, enhancing their customer, their interaction on their sites, their support, their sales, everything. That is so crazy, right? So, the pressure from investors. Let's be honest, investors always pressure you on everything, right? AI readiness now affects funding, valuation, and boardroom confidence, right? If you were pitching your business today, what's your AI plan? Literally, that's the mind of your investors. Now, there is a recent KPMG survey that says 90% of investors say AI adoption is non-negotiable, right? Non-negotiable. Holy moly. Now, in 2024, the same survey actually said 68%. Yeah, we want 68% of the people they surveyed. They're like, yeah, 68% of them saying, yeah, we want AI adoption. Just in 1 year, they went from 68 to 90%. What does that tell you as a business leader? If you're not doing adoption of AI, you're going to be losing your business. Investors are actively pressuring companies to adopt and integrate AI as a strategic priority. Venture capitalists are also using their portfolio companies to integrate, generate AI, and enhance workflow across departments, right? AI integration is no longer optional, guys. It is a critical factor in investment decisions. So let me move on to this. How do you get AI readiness, right? This is what I'm telling you already. So let me show you something. You see this? This is cross-functional disruption, the AI adoption by industry. This is obviously an estimate that I was looking at. Okay, so you can see which industry is fast to actually do AI adoption. Technology, hello. Is that a surprise? A technology company would adapt? No, it's not. More than 80% is already there. Financial services is the second, which to me was like, whoa, I didn't know financial services is that literally quick to integrate AI, but they are. Healthcare is third, retail, manufacturing, and my heart broke. And education, 50%. But hey, at least we're moving. Logistics and supply chain is the last industry to actually adopt AI, and very slow, I should say, very slow. Okay, so ask yourself, which department in your business is most ready and least ready for AI? Because that's when you actually need to think about. So obviously, you guys know I'm an educator and I'm a researcher, so I tell you, where did I get the information? You can look it up yourself too, right? This is all McKinsey State of AI, the Reuters in retail, and in McKinsey and in Business Insider. Okay, so look it up yourself if you don't believe me. But let's move on. The leadership gap. Only 1 in 5 executives feel confident leading AI integration. Holy moly, right? Tech fluency and emotional intelligence plus ethical vision is what we need as a business leader. So let me ask you this question. What's one skill you need to develop to lead in an AI first world? Leadership in 2025 needs tech fluency, emotional intelligence, and ethical vision. Now, tech fluency is literally about being a leader. That doesn't mean you need to code. You don't need to code, but you absolutely need to comprehend so you can create strategy. Leaders must understand how AI, automation, and data analytics drive business outcomes. Tech fluency means asking the right questions about the AI impact, the tools, the risks, the ROI, not just delegating decisions to, IT can do that. As a business leader, you need to know. Now, according to PwC, 67% of CEOs now say digital transformation is central to their business strategy, and that starts with the top. So, this is my quote for that one. The future belongs to leaders who can turn data into decisions, not just dashboards, because we're all busy about creating dashboards, right? So, let's talk about emotional intelligence, human connection during machine learning in machine world. Now, in an age of machines, guys, it's emotional intelligence that keeps companies human. Okay. AI handles more tasks. People leadership becomes even more vital. Leaders with high EQ foster trust, collaboration, resilience in a fast changing environment. Empathy would differentiate brands and employers in a competitive global market. This is a quick study from Harvard, Harvard Business Review. Emotionally intelligent teams outperform others by 20% in productivity. Let me repeat that. This is from Harvard Business Review. Emotionally intelligent teams outperform others by up to 20% in productivity. So think about a time when a leader's empathy completely changed how you felt about your work. That's the power of EQ. Now, when it comes to ethical vision, leading with AI integrity, AI without ethics is like fire without containment. It might fuel innovation or burn down your brand. Okay. Ethical leadership is about transparency, it's about accountability and fairness in AI use. From biased algorithms to data privacy breaches, we have that. Today's leader must take responsibility for how tech affects people. Ethical vision also drives public trust, which is very critical in regulated industries like healthcare, finance, and education. So, ethics in AI isn't a policy, it's a leadership mindset. So, how do you future proof? Okay, CJ, great information, but how do we future proof an action? What happens if you delay, guys? You're going to have loss of talent, loss of innovation, and loss of relevance. I did give you, as a CEO, I'm not even collecting emails because I feel the need to share this with the community. I'm actually giving you, hold on one second. This right here, you can scan the QR code. Okay, this is a starter kit to avoid falling behind and lead with confidence in the age of AI. It is free. The only thing I ask is that you subscribe, you comment, you engage, and that's it. Really, it's up to you. This is called ethical decisions. I'm watching people, I'm sure you're downloading it, but are you caring enough to share the information that's provided for free? And then people are like, well, it's free, it's probably not valuable. Really? Think about it. Question yourself when you become that leader. Okay. And that is all I got. So I'm going to bring my sister in, obviously, and I'm going to ask her what she thinks. Sister, what do you think?
It's on the one hand, it's tough to see that expectation of AI because I know there's a lot of people that there's pushback and the fears and everything else. I just saw something too where I think whoever the leader is at Fiverr sent out an email to everybody there saying AI was coming after their jobs and his too. So I know there's the fear, but like you said, if you get in front of it and you work, understand it, get to know it, and keep the human factor there, that's going to make a difference. And then you can do so much with it. And it surprised me that, quite frankly, supply chain was at the bottom of that list. I would have thought supply chain would have been higher than that. If there's one place I would have thought, besides tech, that would have jumped on AI and found the ways, because so many do just-in-time deliveries. I would have thought they would have found a way to do that with AI.
Yeah. And I think at this point, when people make comments like AI is going to be coming for your job, it's so, I want to call it ignorant. Yes, it is a fact that there are jobs that are going to be gone because of AI, because of automation. But if you know that the fire is coming, why are you standing there to get burned?
Yeah, I well, and to take that one guy's point a little bit further, I think if I remember right, he was basically saying the stuff that's simple is going to AI, and the stuff that used to be hard is now what you have to look at as simple, and the stuff that was impossible you now have to do is hard. So it's like it's shifting the groundwork where
Yeah,
everything's at.
it's leveling everybody up, right? So if you are the type of person, there's always going to be labor. But if you're the type of person that's comfortable within your job right now, you're in the hot seat, right? You can't stop. Like, think about the fire, because I shouldn't be, because I'm in California. I see fires all the time. But if you're in the middle of that fire in the forest, do you just stand there and say, "Oh wow, it's hot"? You're gonna try to find an exit to survive. The same thing with AI. AI is surrounding you. You can't stop it. It's like a 500, 600 miles an hour train. It's not going to stop for you unless it needs to stop. So you complaining about it, that AI is there and there, does not help you at all. Actually, at this point, it sounds ignorant. It's like, but what you should be looking at is how to control AI for your organization that is ethical and putting human first. That should be a strategy for a business leader,
Mhm.
right? I actually had a conversation with a student, hence I gave away my LinkedIn strategy on here. I actually um, did it last night, guys, and basically just saying, hey, you don't want to lose, in this train that's coming. And the download is free. You can click on this link. Okay. It's on my Google Drive and it actually looks like this. Let's see if I can make it to 150%. It actually looks like this for AI strategy. So I gave you the 4 stage of AI leadership roadmap that you should be aware to stay human first: awareness, experimentation, integration, and innovation. Those 4 is a must for AI leadership roadmap. And then for the tools that you need to know for your department, marketing, you can use these. For sales, you could use these. For customer service, you could use these. For operations, for content creation, I literally gave you some AI that I use for these departments. Okay. And then I gave you 5 questions that every leader should ask. What are we already using AI, and is it effective? Right. And the 4 is ethical AI leadership checklist. You need to. And then, of course, the YouTube bonus leadership episode, which is today that we're talking about. And so that is what my leadership roadmap looks like that I'm sharing with you guys, because it's a must. Okay. And let's talk about the fear, because that's real.
It is.
It is real. And um, in education, as an educator, we had a lot of meetings and I work for multiple universities. So we had a lot of meetings on like, is AI going to take our job? Everyone is so stressed out, right? And I said, you have to look at the glass half full, not half empty. Um, Even though it's kind of the same, really, in a reverse. But think about the tools that you can use as an AI. There's so many AIs out there. The AI that you can use for education, that you can use ethically. So instead of hiding it from students that they can use ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, I don't hide it from my students, but I teach them the proper way of using it ethically. I have a system that can see if you're using AI. Full disclosure. B, why are you coming to school if you're going to let someone else write for you? And C, you're going to present this thing that you're just learning in front of me. AI can't help you. You're going to present it live, right? But also at the end of the day, it's all about integrity. No one is watching what you're doing. Only you knows that, and somebody else up there is watching you, but only you know that. At the end of the day, it's a lose-lose situation for you if you lie to yourself. Because using AI to do your homework all the time and not thinking about anything, you're lying to yourself. What kind of skills actually are you using it for? Nothing, because you're doing everything from somebody else. It's like having a second person doing all your homework, right? So then when you have to perform at work and your manager is watching you, what are you going to use? Oh, I use ChatGPT. So if you need to present it to a human being, what are you going to do? Right? I live in a world when I did HTML code 20 something years ago. Like I did coding for a website. It took forever. But now it's drag and drop. I'm the happiest person. But that the thing is, you still need to understand behind those concepts on how it elevates it, so that when you give $20 million budget to IT, you understand why, the importance of why, because then you can make better decisions. Like, a, you can't get 20 million, you can get 5 because HR needs 10 and the operations need another 5, right? You can make better decisions rather than just letting your people and the people who are in the know make the decisions for you as a business leader. What do you think?
It's yeah, it has to be in the know. And I love how you talk about the education side and drag it right into business too, because you can't take an answer from Chat GPT or whatever you use, put it up as a slide and not talk about it, not not understand what you're talking about. And I feel like that's what's happening with a lot of these cases, which is why it's good to throw that piece. It's like, you're going to have to defend this, so you better understand it. Don't just take what it gives you. Just like the academic paper too. It's but I'm still not thrilled about the um, those programs that will try and tell you how much of it is AI, because it would tell me my own sentences were AI, and it's like, no, I wrote that from scratch. Thank you very much. But understanding it, and you're on mute, so
No, I was gonna say, if you put it on AI anything, it's gonna say it's copying you yourself, because it's called self-plagiarism, right? That means that if you had put it in any type of AI, what people don't understand is if you put it on any type of AI to check, AI already has that data. So when you try to check it on another AI filtration, it's going to say that you're self plagiarizing yourself. That's all it means. That's what I'm saying. Like, not a lot of people understand the technical aspect of it and just think that the surface level, I know how AI, let's type chat GPT. That is not AI, guys. Okay. AI is literally just a tool, but it is so fast and it sips raw data. There's a danger to that, though. Okay. I always tell this to my students. I tell you guys, my sisters, that if I hire 100, just 100 people, maybe even just 10 people somewhere around the world who have internet, and I said, guys, copy this sentence and keep pasting this on ChatGPT or Gemini or Plod. Copy it. Don't think about it. Just copy it and put it in there. It's mudded. So think about the water. This is AI. It's clean because it's clean water. Now, if I add tea in it, tea bags, if I add any type of seltzer, it's going to change colors. It's the same thing. So if I just take a little bit out of the 8-10 billion people and I just have 10 people working, disseminating wrong information, you using AI is muddied with information, wrong information. That is the reason why AI is a tool. It's so fast, it does raw data, it calculates everything. But if there's somebody, and I'm just hinting to you, I'm not claiming anything because I could get in trouble in YouTube, but I'm just saying I have the know how and the inside scoop. But there's people disseminating wrong information and putting it on AI. So if you rely on AI and not your own conscious thoughts and your brain and your own mind, you could be sifting through negative information that AI, who's supposed to be smarter than us, has. All the people, the bad actors out there, there's always hacker, there's always bad actors in any world, right? You could get disseminated wrong information and think that is the correct information. Just saying. And
Mhm.
AI can do that right now. It's already doing it, right? And so, yeah, self plagiarism is a thing. Now, so what I wanted to do is share with my community what I know slowly, not to shock anybody, but information that you can download here. And Royce, thank you so much, Dr. Vivian Magnus. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate you on this, and share it with everybody, guys, because it's here to stay, and we need to keep talking about how to put human first as a business leader, educator, um, founder, CEO, leader. How to do it ethically and human first. What are some of your thoughts when it comes to which is your favorite AI to use?
I really only use the one, the Chat GPT. I don't even do a whole lot of it with Canva. So I haven't. I'm not one that's tried to explore all the different programs. I hear people throw out different names, and I have no idea what those other ones really are. Part of it is just it can take me a little bit of time to get used to something. So until I have that understanding, and I'm still working on the best ways to even describe what it is that I'm looking for, because that's another piece of the puzzle that can be difficult, is providing how much detail do you want to provide, how much do you need to provide to get the information that you're looking for, to make sure it's as comprehensive as you want, to make sure that if it's an image, it's looking the way you want. And how detailed can you be? Because for some people, they can write detail after detail after detail and probably get it almost what they want first shot. Others, it's kind of a you shoot with a wide arrow, a wide circle, and then kind of work your way in, and
Why
hope
not? Yeah.
to God that every time you give it a way to fix things and make it more what you want, it will do that instead of sliding backwards.
Yeah. So, oh, I love what Lewis said here. It says, my favorite is Justice AI on the ChatGPT side. It's only truly ethical AI model. Thank you for sharing that. I actually have almost 50 bots on ChatGPT, but none of them are public. I'm shellfish, guys. I'm shellfish. I code it where you can't reverse engineer it unless you really know, like regular people can't reverse engineer it, but I'm sure if anybody really wants to hack it and look at it, you can. But I'll make it so difficult for you. I'm just saying. And if you really want it, go ahead, but I'll make it difficult for you to code. Um, but here's my talk about in terms of AI. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me actually think about the different types of AI out there. So there are three types of capabilities when it comes to AI. The major AI types, the first thing that I want to tell you is that narrow AI is specialized only for one task. These are like ChatGPT, or you already have Siri or Alexa. Those are called the narrow AI capabilities. There are general AI, which is human level intelligence across many domains. And this is still about in the theoretical stage right now. The super intelligent AI, beyond human intelligence, purely hypothetical for now as well, but it's already in the government, right? Now, there are different types of functionality when how AI functions. The first one is reactive machines, basic, no memory. These are like deep blue class computer. The limited memories use past data for decision making, like self driving cars, right? Those are limited memory AI. The theory of the mind can understand emotions and intentions. This is in development right now. It's so crazy. And then, of course, there's self aware, does not exist, but they're thinking of doing it, has consciousness and self awareness. That's scary, very scary. I feel like I'm living in a movie. Types of technology or approach to technical model, there's machine learning, that means learns from data, recommendation engines, fraud detection. These are machine learning. Deep learning is the neural networks mimicking the human brain, so they used in vision, the speech. It's already here. Deep learning is already here, right? Like Synthesia does that too. Natural language processing, which is NLP, understands and literally generates human language. This is the chat GPT that we're working is natural language processing, NLP. Then there's computer vision, recognizes images, videos. These are like facial recognition. Think of your iPhone or your Samsung if you have facial recognition, self-driving technology. These are computer vision. And then there's robotics. There's AI embedded in machines that interact with the physical world, which we have robots already in Japan, that does cooking and cleaning. I want those. I want those. I have ADHD. The top AI performing models today, guys, are ChatGPT 4. This is from OpenAI. OpenAI is the one who owns ChatGPT. Gemini, actually called Bard before. This is from Google DeepMind. Claude is Anthropic. Llama is Meta from Facebook. And then Watson is from IBM. And Ernie Bot is Baidu from China. Okay. So these are just the four things that I want to talk about when it comes to AI. And I know sister can see the difference, and I see sometimes her frustration because I would be asking her the same question, like, how come you didn't get this one? And she's like, what do you mean? I ask it. And I was like, okay, let me ask it. So I ask it, and it gave me the answer that I want. And she's like, how do you do this? It's called prompting. Talk to me about that, sister. Because I know I've seen your frustration a couple of times when we are talking the same thing, but I get different answers than you.
The prompting is really the biggest pain in the butt, because I can have an idea as to what I'm looking for, but sometimes it seems like you have to have even more knowledge of what you're trying to get or what it is you're seeking than what you might be thinking of in the first place when you put in a prompt. That's why I commented about the detail of what's there, how you go a lot of detail, and how you versus not. It's like I'll just take it back to an image. If I have an image in mind, I may not go in there and say I want this, 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 and this. I start bigger because I don't have a clear picture in my mind of what that final outcome is going to be. And that's what happens oftentimes in these other things. You go in and you come up with something, and it's more of what I want, but I don't have the details, the prompts as detailed as you have, because you're seeing something deeper maybe than I am. I know the direction I want to go, but I don't have the detail of what I'm trying to get out of it. And that's why I end up doing a higher net, doing the wider net more often than when you do it and you get the narrower catch.
Yeah. And that can be frustrating. So that's when people are literally saying, oh gosh, I hate ChatGPT or I hate Claude because it doesn't really give me what I want. It's not that it's not giving you what you want. You don't know what you want. and you don't know how to ask it. So this is called the giggle. I don't know if you guys heard that, like giggle. It's garbage in, garbage out. Okay. If your prompt is vague, you'll get vague results. So very clear, very specific inputs that leads to more accurate, actionable response. So I do a lot of reverse engineering. So my brain is wired already to do that. And so think of yourself as the director. Prompting is like giving instruction to a very highly skilled assistant. Think of your assistant graduated in MIT and Harvard, first honor. Okay, very expensive assistant. Are you gonna just tell your assistant, "Hey, go get coffee"? Huh? You're paying her $500 an hour to do the job of five people. So tell the role, act like a marketing strategist. That is what's important, guys. And in business, marketing strategist. That's what I am. Give it context, right? If you are going to be asking for a skincare, then you got to research how many people care about skincare in the first place, right? And you have it in your fingertips. Get the demographics. See, when you're teaching, you know so much words out there. Keywords is big important with ChatGPT, especially. You need to learn the keywords to really get it in. I've been teaching for almost what 14, 15 years. So I know all the keywords that I need to look at, right? So that's my one up because I know what context I want, the demographics and the psychographics that I need. And then I define my goal, right? Generate 5 headlines ideas for Instagram on this specific for Gen Z in this. You got to be as like you hate to be demanding, you love to be demanding when it comes to ChatGPT. Be as demanding and obnoxious as possible and see what she gives you, okay? Because that's what it craves. It needs more information. Remember, it's smarter than human. So don't be shy. Be absolutely audacious in your questions and see what she says. And sometimes I'm laughing at her. I literally put my chat GPT and I talk to it. I don't even type. I talk to it. I'm like, you're out of your mind. How about this one? And so she gives me more information. I talk to it. I don't even type it. I literally just had my voice, right? Because here's the thing, once it gives you the first information, refine it for better results, reframe, change how you ask the questions, layer it, but saying, hey, can you give me an example of this and give me the data and give me the link? Make sure it's APA 7 because that's me as a researcher. And then I click on the link. I'm like, okay, first of all, this link is obnoxiously wrong, right? But you can't tell ChatGPT if it's wrong if you don't know yourself that it's wrong. So that's where the differentiator between me and somebody else, because I've already have the knowledge, right? Layering is another one. And then iteration. You need 3 different iterations when you're building the outputs. What I love and hate about ChatGPT is it can expand, but because I streamline a lot, it gives me streamlined process. So that I'm like, hey, expand the thoughts a little bit and give me an example and give me 4 examples and give me like I'm so demanding with my ChatGPT that when I ask questions now, it just knows I'm demanding and it gives me the answers that I want. So do that. But prompt engineering is a skill set, guys. Automate more effectively. It saves hours for work. It unlocks your AI's full potential for creativity, strategy, and analysis. Um, how are you training your bot, sister?
Slowly. Uh, it depends on what I'm doing. I've been playing with the graphic piece of late, and I still have some work to do on my own prompts. But sometimes I will, if I have a certain picture that I want it to incorporate into an image, then I will drop it in there, and sometimes I'll just keep dropping it in there until it gets to where I want it. And I've been playing with this now for 3 different types of images, and it's a slow process, but it's also a learning process for me in terms of how to train it. And I can. It's interesting. I'm trying to figure out which. I'm trying to figure out if it's kind of schizophrenic all by itself, because sometimes I I can make comments like, this is not what I'm asking for. I want this, and it will come back and go, okay, so you want this, and I'm sorry, and let me do it again. Or I can just say, this is totally not what I asked for. And it will come back and speak to me before it either ends with a question of, do you have something else to add to it? Or do you want me to just go ahead and do it? Or it will just say, okay, I got it. And it will rephrase everything, and then it will create another image. And at least half of the time it gets that right. But then other times I do the same kind of a thing, the same kind of a comments, and it just goes and starts doing the next image. And I think I like it better when it interacts with me than when it just starts doing something, because then the interaction lets me know that at least it's kind of paying attention. And the other one, it's just more of a reaction. And I'm not sure what I'm ultimately going to get when it's done.
Okay. So I don't know if I don't think I've told you this. Okay, so let me see. This is the new reiteration of ChatGPT that I just looked at. I don't know if you guys know this, if whoever's still watching. Um, oh, 500 of you are still watching. Okay. Oh, we're running out. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, this is a new ChatGPT reiteration. Let me show you. This is a hands-on experience today. It's so small. Okay, let me see if I can do it. Okay, so let me get a new one. So on here, I'm a plus. I pay $20 a month. Okay, I have to because I love doing it. So in here, in the plus, right now, if you're a plus user, I think this might be only a plus user, I'm not sure. But click on customize ChatGPT. Have you done this, sister?
No.
Okay. So what should ChatGPT call you? You need a nickname. So I'm gonna say, and I wanted to train it from the very beginning, so I'm just gonna go Dr. Leland. What do you do? Okay, so it gives you and it trains you who you want. So it's getting to know and customizing you more. Professor, marketing strategist, publisher, author, and social media influencer. Okay, what traits should ChatGPT have? I want it to be having clarity, be talkative and conversational, straight shooting, tell it like how it is. I like how it says Gen Z, forward thinking. Okay. Let's see what else should be there. I would say, okay, I like witty, I like encouraging, sometimes traditional. I want it to be a little bit of skepticism in there too. It says anything else ChatGPT should know about you. I provide marketing and branding for book authors and business, so I need to. Okay, can't even spell too. See, guys, to have high SEO in everything that I do with practical approach response. Then you go to advanced. You want it to be all. Click on all of them, guys. Okay, and enable for all new chats, and then save it. This literally will train your chat GPT on your own customization. Okay, so this is new, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you before I go, and make sure to show you that there is a way for you to train your chat GPT to customize it to get more personalized responses for you. And obviously you can keep adding more information. So I don't know if you knew that, sister.
No, I didn't know anything. I'm not as exploratory as you are on some of these, so
I break systems.
you're very good at break it, rebuild it, and it's kind of like the $6 million man or 6 million or the bionic woman. It's like you break it and make it better.
Yeah, it's because like what's the point? It's not I have fun when I break it and then I get frustrated because I'm like, how do I put this together? And I'm like, CJ, breathe. And I just close my eyes and I let my brain go. And I'm like, okay, I figure it out. And I just kind of do it. I'm like, oh, wait, how did I do that again? My ADHD got a hold of me. I was like, oh my God, how did I do that? Wait, let me do it again. Let me do it again. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta make YouTube of this, and I keep forgetting, so I just let it go. But the point is to have fun. Please don't be fearful of AI, right? It's not that you're like, oh, if you use AI, you're fake. It's like saying, if I use filter, I'm fake. I'm human. I like to look good. I like to be crazy. I like to be happy. I like to be dramatic. Take me as I am, but I have a good heart. If you can't handle the ride, my ups and downs and stuff, then it's not meant to be. It's okay. There's 8 billion people out there. I'm just saying. But I don't think I have a mean bone to like pick and choose between whatever. I could be mean. I'll be honest with that one and transparent. But I just don't, because I feel bad when I like, even if I say something that I after the fact, I'm like, why did I say that out loud? Like, why did I say that out loud? Because my brain was talking and there's just too many people talking. And one of those CJs up there literally just came out. And I'm like, oh wow, I can't take that back now. Like it's out there. All I can do is take accountability and apologize. I'm like, oh sister, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I did say that. I'm sorry. But I was thinking it. And they know that it's not that I'm trying to be mean. It just came out and I have the best interests. And really that's all it is. Just have fun, guys, right? What's your advice for people who's exploring AI?
Keep exploring, keep playing with it, keep getting used to it. And that's the other thing, is the more that you work with it, and even now with this other tool that you just showed, you're training it. You're actually training it to get used to you, and you're training yourself to get used to it. And there's an advantage to that. It can be so hard to look at the AI and not wonder, but you can create so many different things and find the ways to make it work for you. That's what matters the most. Get used to it, learn it, and make it something that you can work with, not worry about how do you fight against it.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose. This is a battle you're gonna lose. You're not gonna stop AI. It's just not gonna work. So just go with it, learn it, join our community. We have a lot of freebies, guys. Doesn't take like knowledge should be free, really, in some to some extent. But if I have to spend a lot of time on creating those, I would like to at least get paid for just a little bit of time, right? I'm not crazy about like asking for so much money. I'm never gonna be a millionaire, I guess, because I never asked so much money. I hate it when people like know your worth. My worth, you can't afford me. I literally have a t-shirt that says you can't afford me. If I engage because I want to give back to my community, because I'm looking for impact and legacy. When I leave this earth, I'm hoping that I do more good than bad in my lifetime. Literally, that's what I'm hoping for, and that the karma of my beautiful future grandbabies out there is good, and that's all I'm really caring for. And as a human being, we need to not be so shellfish and think about us, me. You have enough. You actually are enough. You don't need anything more other than just learn. Continuously learning is the key to growing. Doesn't mean you're gonna love it. Doesn't mean you're gonna hate it. Take a neutral stance and learn from it. Don't hate it till you, oh no, don't knock it till you try it. Literally is I think that's how you say it, right? I think that's how you say it.
Don't knock it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that is what we're doing. But thank you guys. We will see you tomorrow. If you're on Influencing You, I'll be there at 10 a.m. And then also a release of the MP3 for our conversation with Grace tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'll be at Disneyland. Uh, and then Sunday, I'll be on TV with my sister, obviously. And we're going to talk about publishing. Yeah, until you're blue in the face. Because I think we're going to talk about the technical aspects of publishing.
Yeah.
And we're going to go from there. All right. Have a beautiful day. Sister, don't go anywhere. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Are you a curious student, eager to learn new skills and make your mark in the world? Or
Are you a professional seeking to advance your career and unlock your full potential? You need to be equipped with effective soft skills like communication, problem solving, teamwork, and more. The Level Up Academy by Doc Leland bridges the gap between education and employment through transferable skills training. Get the soft skills you need to be more effective at work.